Hello, everyone. Lily. Lily always looks at me when I say that. See, they're right there, girl. Say hi. Can you say hi to everyone? There she is. It's Lily. See, she won't even look at this camera. How are you guys doing tonight? Oh my goodness, Lily. She's so silly. At least she didn't bark this time. Wow, we have lots of questions coming up already. How's everybody's Saturday? It is Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday night. Doing this a little bit later. I figured I'd kind of play around with the times a bit because now that I'm on the East Coast, if I do it too early, it means people kind of aren't done with their day on the West Coast and they can chime in later in the evening. So, well, let's see. We have roughly 56 people here. You guys give me a thumbs up if you can, please. It helps my videos to be seen. You guys know the drill. Maybe. Oh, goodness. Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get on. My internet is being a little weird. There's a cell tower literally right there. So if it acts up, I hope it doesn't. It seems like it's good so far. But if it does act up, well, I might have to reschedule. Hopefully not. It's been tricky in the cities for some reason. I don't know why. We've never had this issue. All right, let's get into the questions. So you guys, if this is your first time on here or you've been on here a while, doesn't matter. The questions, if you could put a star or a question mark or something ahead of your question to let me know that you actually have a question, that helps me out a lot. I can see your question a little bit quicker. Yeah, and I know if you guys were here for last weekend's live stream, it was a bit weird. There was some crazy people on there and some trolls. If we could, it was really hard for me to read any questions because a lot of people were chattering about the trolls. I have 3 mods. There's probably only one in here right now. Michelle, Libby, Trish, and also Maury are mods. And so, I'm sorry, not, why did I say I just like combined your name, Tracy. It's Tracy. Kish. Tracy. They'll take care of them. They're really good at it. But if we can kind of keep the chatter down about trolls in here, it really helps. It got a little bit crazy. It was so hard for me to read questions and comments because of that. So we could just, let's focus, be positive, let the mods handle any trolls or bad comments and things like that. That would be super cool. I would really appreciate it. The more energy we give the trolls, well, the more they just come in. So let's just don't give them any energy, let the mods take care of it. So a big, huge thanks to the mods, by the way. I completely forgot to say that to them in last weekend's live stream. They did a fantastic job. Maury was just going crazy with all the stuff. So yes, huge thank you to all of them. So all right, let's get started. Looks like we have a super chat here from, let me see if I can go in and find it. J-Ray. Thank you so much, J-Ray. J-Ray, I'm just gonna let you guys know he was on here also in the live stream this last weekend. J-Ray's cool. No worries about him, guys. Just don't worry about it. He's just paying it forward. Thank you again, J-Ray. I appreciate it. All right. Keep up the positivity. It's a super sticker, I guess. Thank you. All right. Let's get going. Is Maury in here? And let's see. I'm going to see if I can find my mods here. If you're a mod and you're in here, can you please let me know? Oh, Maury's here. Cool. I'm a first timer. Michelle or Tracy, if you're here, if you could let me know too. I'd just like to see that you guys are here. Okay. All right, let's get going. Okay. Sorry guys, just a little house cleaning there I gotta do. Okay, Carrie says, hi Amber, love your channel. I've gone back and watched some of your early videos. I have to say you've lost a lot of weight. What eating style plan are you following? Keep up the great work. Carrie, it's always a work in progress. For a while there, I did keto. I try not to do like diets per se, just because of my mental, health. And the reason why is I struggle a lot. I get down on myself a lot if I fail, and I get very angry with myself. And so I don't like to do diets, but I did do keto because it didn't feel like a diet to me. So I did keto for a while, and I was really successful with it. The only problem is I got really, really bad cramps in my legs, and they just wouldn't go away. I tried everything: magnesium, salt tabs, potassium, drinking more water, like nothing worked. And it only really happened at night. So I don't know what it was, but I had to get off of it. But I was pretty successful with that. And now I'm just more or less watching what I eat and trying to move more. And, I splurge. You guys saw me eat at Waffle House. By the way, I will not be eating at Waffle House all the time. It was really good, but it's not so great for your body. So yeah. But thank you. I appreciate it. It's always a work in progress for Carrie. Looks like CJ was saying the same thing. Second, LOL. Hello, Watbury. So good to see you here. All right. Debbie says, funny how I come up with questions wondering about something while watching a video, and now I can't remember. Hopefully they'll come to me. Yeah, write it down, Debbie. Okay, maybe you'll think about it as we're going through all of this. Let's see. You guys are cracking me up. You guys must have been here earlier. Oh yeah, 7:44, Carol. Yeah, Carol, finish up their chat and then come over. Elizabeth says she's got to take her dog out. Hello, Rebecca. So good to see you here. Okay. Let's see. Amber from David. I'm a shot, but I will be done by tomorrow. How do I make prepping easier? Ooh, that's loud out there. I'm a shot? I don't know what that means, David. What does that mean? Did you put it somewhere else? How do I make prepping easier? I'm assuming you're talking about I'm so sorry for the noise. Hopefully they'll be gone soon. I'm assuming you're talking about selling your stuff. No, that's not it. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about food. Let me know. We'll come back to it, David. Wow. People like their mufflers out here on the East Coast. I'm serious. I have seen more or heard more loud mufflers. It's quite interesting. Okay. Let's see. Hello to everyone saying hello. I appreciate it. Martha says, hello, Martha. What is the name of the app you're using for journaling? Thanks. Hugs to you and Lily. Lily, you're getting some hugs. Can you guys see Lily? I showed her earlier. Say hi, Lily. See how she just looks up at me? She won't even look at the camera. Look, it's right in front of her face. There you go. She's saying hi now. Hi. Say hi. Let's see. What app am I using? Oh, it's called, what is it called? GoodNotes? GoodNotes. I think that's what it's called. Sorry. Yeah, GoodNotes. And I'm probably going to stop using it, to be honest. The only reason why is I have found that it seems to be getting a lot slower. That light is really bad. It seems to be getting a lot slower as I'm journaling. Maybe it's just too much for it. I don't know. So I probably will stop using it and just go back to a regular pen and paper. So, hi, baby. What's you doing? Hi. Do you see the people out there? Oh, I know. Do you want some loving? I know, honey. It's raining. It's raining outside, so she gets a little nervous sometimes. Yeah, so sorry. GoodNotes is what I use. It's really great. I love to use it whenever I take a class or something and they have a PDF. I can download the PDF into GoodNotes and you can read the PDF in it, but you can also make notes directly on it with your pen for your iPad. So I love it for that. It's great. I also think too, I've been having a really, really hard time sleeping the last several weeks. And I'm wondering if it's the light from the iPad that's, because you know how they say, like, if you have too much light from your phones or your computers or whatever before you go to sleep, that it's hard to go to sleep. It's just too much stimulus for your eyes. So I'm wondering if that's it too. Yeah, it's been awful. Major insomnia. Janet, thank you so much. Janet, I got my hair cut. Finally, got rid of the COVID hair. Guys, it was bad. I was cutting it myself and it was like so long in the back. It was like a long mullet because I could cut the sides myself, but trying to cut the back where it was even was just horrible. And I tried and it just, yeah, it was bad. So I finally was like, all right, I'm just gonna go in and get this cut. That's back, I guess, when I was in Georgia. Yeah, thank you. And I'm starting to get my grays. I don't know if you guys can tell. Starting to come out. I've probably got a half an inch of gray there now. It's growing. Ah, Penny. Penny the camper van. Paige and Ray, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. It's their first live stream, or I think it's the first on here, right? For mine, they've emailed me a couple of times about some stuff, so I appreciate it. We won't go into what it is, but I appreciate it for sure. They're also in they're in a camper van, obviously, Penny the camper van. They have a, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, Mercedes Sprinter van, I believe, right? So hopefully we can meet up somewhere. They're over here on the East Coast as well. That would be super cool. All right. Thanks everyone for saying hi. Okay. Beverly, 4 a.m. Sunday here. Does that mean I'm in the future? Yes, it does. We're not there yet. Where are you? Trying to think, if you're 4 a.m. and it's 8 here, that's what? 8 hours ahead? I don't know where that would be at. I'm trying to think. Let us know. Okay. Pat says, do you have a video of Charleston coming soon? Hope you came through that city. Haven't made it there yet. Soon. Rebecca says, we will be gentle at traveling solo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I'm coming up the East Coast. This is a beautiful place. I'm staying in places a little bit longer, guys. I really am enjoying like a little bit of slower travels since I can. I don't have to be in Maine until July-ish, roughly, so taking it slow. If you guys know of some cool places to go along the way, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Got an itch. Sorry. Got to be careful. Boy, last night I was sleeping and banged my nose ring with my hand. Like, sorry, guys. I have to itch like around so I don't touch the hole. I'm telling you. So, okay. I love the nose ring, but it's a lot of work. I'm just hoping it gets better. If you guys have nose rings, let me know. There's just a lot of upkeep to it until it heals, but you can't touch it, and I'm always afraid of like banging it, which I did last night with my hand. Mary says, did you visit the Waffle House since Savannah? I haven't. No. Trying to watch my diet a little bit. I took one for the team on that one. It was good. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it. I didn't even eat all of it, guys. So if you guys didn't see the video, there was one waffle, some eggs, bacon, hash browns that had smothered covered chunked on it. If you don't know what that is, just have to go watch the video. What else did I have? Oh, there was raisin toast on it. It was huge. It was a ton of food. And all I ate was the eggs, bacon, half the hash browns, and a couple bites of the waffle. And I didn't have any of the toast. It was just too much. And I think I'm gonna, I've been trying to really reduce my intake of bread. Yeah. I don't feel very good when I eat bread. My body doesn't seem to like it as much. Yes, Rebecca, be very glad you missed it last week. I don't know what was going on. She talked about the troll drama. Yeah, it was very odd for my channel. I've never seen anything like it before. James Knoll, I'm your biggest fan in Tucson. How is it to find love and lust as a nomad? Asking for a friend, of course. It's hard. I'll just say that. It's very hard. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird situation, I suppose. You know, it's one of those things where you can be on dating apps, but if you're on dating apps, most of the people that are on there are in sticks and bricks, and they don't have the same, you know, desires that you do to travel, or at least not full time. And so someone would potentially be sacrificing their dreams, and so it's hard. And then you get into long distance relationships, and then when you're on the road though, when you're doing what I'm doing, and for me, like, I will say, like, trying to find somebody is difficult because I've met people from my YouTube channel or from the dating apps, but I don't know, it's always just weird, and I just don't like it. I want to meet someone organically, but then how do I meet people organically? Because it's the RV world, they sometimes know me from my channel, and I don't know. Anyways, it's just a big hot mess. So I may be by myself for the rest of my life. Plus, I'm not really interested in dating anybody right now, but thanks for asking. So if you're thinking about it, you know, maybe find somebody before you go into RVing and just bring them along with you. That would be the easiest way to do it, for sure. I should have done that. All right. Hey, Libby. Michelle. God, I'm getting names mixed up left and right tonight, aren't I? I'm just going to call you by your last name all the time. Hey, Libby. Thank you so much for showing up here. Michelle, Libby, if you guys don't know, she's one of our moderators, and she was helping our kids out, moving, going to college. Some good parents there, Chuck and Michelle, the Libbies. Sarah says, how far up east are you planning to travel? Well, to Maine. So it's about far east as I can go right now. If the borders were open to Canada, I'd go into Canada, but they're not. They're struggling up there too right now, I think. I heard they're closing down like a lot of things where people can't even cross, like, city to city, maybe? Is that right? I could be wrong about that, but I saw some stuff about that. They're having some problems, I guess, getting vaccines there. I probably shouldn't talk about it. I don't know that much information, to be honest. But anyways, back to the original question. Maine, and then gonna head to Michigan most likely, and then come back down, head to the west sometime, I don't know, end of this year, beginning of next year. Still kind of a work in progress on that one. Laura, I'm waiting for Lily to start talking the way she's sitting there. Oh, did I put my cup in front of you, girl? I'm sorry. I know. Do you want to come up here? Come over to that. Come. Good girl. There you go. Everybody wants to see you. I know everybody loves Lily. I get so many messages about her. Ah, J Ray, is that you again? It is. J Ray's paying it forward big time, man. Thank you so much. Really, I do appreciate it. $50, dude. That's just incredible. J Ray is going to be financing my entire travel trips all the way to the East Coast this year with his paying it forward. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And you never ask any questions with your super chat. All right. Going back up. Hopefully I don't lose my place again up here. Lily, what are you doing? She wants me to pet her. This is what she does. She starts leaning backwards. See what she's doing? She's leaning backwards into my arms because she wants me to rub her belly. What you doing, honey? See, look. Oh, not my mouth. She tries to lick my lipstick too. No, You can't have my lip balm. You're a good girl. Yes, he is. He's a good girl. Okay, let's see. Deborah says, how is Lily's mouth? She's doing good. We're brushing her teeth more too, aren't we? Oh, I think I got hair on me. We're brushing her teeth. Lily. She looked at me and I got all kinds of hair in my mouth for some reason. What you doing, honey? She's doing good. Sorry, Deborah. Oh, okay. You're done. I think I skipped some stuff here. Okay. Sarah Caldwell says, how does Lily do while you're driving? I have a bigger dog, mostly legs though, and I was wondering how Lily reacted to everything in general. She's pretty good. She just sleeps in her little bed up front. So she's in the passenger seat. She has her bed, and have her like a seat belt attached to her harness. And so she's safe. And then I have the floorboard area built up. It has a box of stuff down in there, and then I have a couple of blankets and stuff so that she can spread out more if she needs to, or if we have to stop really quickly for some reason, she's not going to go into the floorboard, which she wouldn't anyways, because she's got the seat belt on, but it just keeps her from falling down into that hole. But she just sleeps most of the time. She'll get up every once in a while and look around, but mostly she just sleeps. You gonna lay down? Bigger dogs I've seen, they get up and they look around. I don't advocate them sticking their heads out the windows, though. I've seen people who let their dogs do that at high speeds on the freeway, and they've gotten stuff in their eyes, so you got to be careful with that. Good luck with your dog. Darlene says, hi, Amber, love your channel. Thank you, Darlene. I appreciate it. Again, Carol. See? Lily's so cute sitting there. Hello, Rachel. As an empath, are you impacted by places like plantations where people were held in slavery? Do you make any reparations after your visit? Any advice would be welcome. I actually just visited a plantation for the first time. So far, I haven't really. That's an interesting question. I haven't felt anything so far. No. And this was a driving tour, actually, rather than actually going out on the grounds. So maybe that makes a difference. But I haven't felt anything. No. But yeah, that's interesting. I seem to be really more connected with like trees and nature and stuff, and haven't felt too much like historically, although I love history. Like I feel a lot about, like when I was at the plantation, I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, the people who have lived there, I think about those things, the people who've lived there and the history, and the fact that like some of these homes and stuff are no longer there. And what is that like even for us? Like if you have a home right now, think about that 200, 300 years down the road, is your home still going to be there like these people's were? And then now it's gone. And just like, I don't know, there's just so many things that I think about, but not necessarily impacted like that. But I think, every person can be different what they're connected with. Penny the Camper Van, it's Paige and Ray. We were wondering how you liked your window shades and who is the manufacturer. Also, we were curious where you got your little yellow dish. So the window shades are from a company out of Germany, I think, called Remus. They're not a super great company. I've had to restring my blinds several times with fishing wire, braided fishing wire. So far they've actually held up pretty well, but they also make this skylight up here and it hasn't done very well. So and you can't get them here in the US. You have to actually go overseas to get them. So I don't know if they have something. I've actually wondered that myself, if they have some over here in the US that's US made. Sorry, but you can look up Remis, R-E-M-I-S, I believe. Or I know I have your email, so I can send you the information on it. As far as the yellow dish, I think I got it on Amazon. I'm pretty sure I did. So I can send you the link to that as well. I love it. It's just tiny. So it's cool. Cool. All right. J Ray. J Ray sent another $20. Dude. Putting that into my East Coast fund. Thank you. I love it. I just have to laugh. I don't know what to say anymore except thank you so many times. It's so appreciative. I'm so appreciative. Yeah. Maureen says, I just don't eat wheat. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's it, too. I think it's bread in general for me. Elmo's mama says, oh, is that Elmo? It's a cute little pup. Elmo and I are traveling up to Maine later this summer. Can you find and share a great lobster place? Thanks. Yes, I know a place up there that I've been to called Thurston's. Yes. Thurston's. I think it's near the Bar Harbor area. Best Maine lobster ever. And it's very dog friendly. You can bring your dogs. I have a video on it from 2017. If you go look at my Maine series, you'll see it in there. Yeah, it's a great place. And you don't have to get just lobster rolls. You can actually pick out your own lobster. And sorry, vegans and vegetarians vegans, close your ears. You can pick out your own lobster. I had a hard time with that. I couldn't even do that at that point. I know, I couldn't do it. So have fun. Sorry, I'm looking at this. Have fun on your trip. HK Jr. says, I love the Waffle House. It's pretty good. Adrian says, are you still planning on switching over to that host truck camper? No, I'm not. Not right now. I would love to at some point, but it's a little bit cost prohibitive for me. When I think about the cost to get into it, brand new, it's $140,000, $150,000 for the truck and the camper, and to get solar and all that stuff put on it. Used, you could probably get somewhere around 80-ish right before both. And then I just think about taking that money and actually renovating my van that I have now, and then buying some property. I would really like to have a base camp at some point where I could just build a tiny home. So, I could build a tiny home for that, or less actually, with some land somewhere. So, and then I would still have this. So I don't know. It's a dream. I would love to have it, but right now I just decided not to do it. I've said before that if I had just first started out doing this, I would have gone with a truck camper had I known about it. So yeah. I love them. They're beautiful. It's like a small apartment in there. Sandra says, how do you like your subscribers defending your choice of getting your nose pierced? I came up with a name for all of us. How does Amber's Army sound? Sandra, you're so funny. I appreciate it. I felt a little bit bad for Pat, he, whoever it was, asked the question. And I guess if you're going to put it out there, people are going to say stuff. But I totally appreciate everybody defending me for sure. And what the person said they shouldn't have said what they did. But anyways, so yeah, you're story chasers instead of Amber's Army. Story chasers, right? You guys not like that name? But yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Have you had any more dreams lately? Hopefully I've been better in them. Martha says, be prepared to wait in line for the host campers. Yeah, I haven't heard recently, but I know there's a lot of manufacturers out there who are kind of behind. Judy, really? Based on your voice, Lily's ears goes in different directions. I didn't notice that. That's interesting. Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate it. Michelle's in the Maine area, so she can suggest really great places to go to. Elmo's mama says going to Acadia National Park. So if you guys are going to Acadia, by the way, or well, specifically Acadia, you got to check to see about reservations. Other national parks are also requiring reservations. So check that before you head out. Jerry, did you give another $50? Dude, I can't. You're going to have to do like different amounts because I can't figure out which one I already talked about. I'm having fun with this, Ray. You're too much, man. Seriously. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I feel like I missed one over here. Did I? No, I think I got them all. All right. Back up to the top I go. $50 cha-ching. I'm gonna have to get like a little jar over here that shows like the jar going up with all of J. Ray's donations. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Okay. Of course, somehow I lost the comments again. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Do you have a van build company you use? Or are you going to reorganize the van to better fit your needs? From Maureen. I don't have a van build company. I'm probably going to do it with a friend. I have a couple of friends who have tools, and so I don't know. We might do that. I might get someone to help out, but I'm thinking about doing a few things actually with Maury. He actually is thinking about, or we're thinking about doing some stuff together on it to kind of build it out. He's really good with that stuff. If you've ever seen his channel, if you haven't, go to his channel, Traveling Solo. Come on, girl. You sit down. Traveling Solo. He's got a great channel on stuff that he like. He's got a Rialta right now, but he had a Hymer before, and he does a lot of modifications and stuff to his liking. So yeah, check out his channel. So I don't might do something with him if he's still interested. He may not be interested after all of this. He's got his hands full with moderating these days. Let's see. Okay, Lily, you want to get down, Mama? Let's go over here. Oh wait, hold on, guys. Oops, she's gonna get something to drink. Okay. Rebecca says, what video editor are you using for your daily video? Video editor? I don't have a video editor. Are you talking about the software? I'm using Final Cut Pro X, or I think it's 10 is what it's called. But I actually do my own. I know. I tried hiring a video editor a couple of times, but it didn't work out. It's really hard if you're a channel that does like what they call talking head videos, where like if you saw like my videos where I do the 10-minute or 20-minute Tuesdays, those types of videos where you just sit and talk and teach something or present a solution to something. Those are easy for editors to edit. But when you do the vlogging style stuff, it's really difficult. It's a very personal thing, and it's very hard for them to get that and capture what you really want. So yeah, I just haven't been able to find anybody that can do it yet. So I don't know, maybe eventually, but not yet. Debbie says, do you have blue blocker glasses that help? I do, actually. But I don't know. I don't know if that's not helping me now that I think about it. When you said that, I don't know if that's not helping or not. But yeah, all my glasses are blue blockers now. And I don't wear my contacts. I was trying to think about that. I don't wear my contacts when I'm on the iPad or when I'm reading, because my contacts are for seeing far away. Good question, though. I think it's just too much stimulus. I think part of it is I work so much that like I'm editing videos and stuff, and I'm on the computer, like, you know, right now, like it's 8:35 here. The screen is pretty bright. It just takes a while for me to wind down. So I'm trying to figure out other ways to wind down. You okay? Come on. Come here. Hold on one second, guys. Over here. Oh, I know. It's all covered up over there, girl. Come here. Come here. Hold on. Okay, you come over here. Come sit down. Come sit down. She's all restless today. Okay. Martha says, thank you for answering my journal app. Are you using your blue glasses for the computer screen? Oh, yeah, we just answered that one. And thank you for the hair. Oh my gosh, Deanna, I used to have one of those, a Kriya clip, do it myself haircuts. I like those. I've tried it. I used to use them a lot. Boy, my hair is like flying up in the back. I've got the window open over here. Yeah, I used to use those, and I don't know what to do with it. I used to use it when I had a house. Sorry. Kriya clips are these like, it's like this long clip if you've never seen them. And it folds. So it folds in like this, but you put your hair in it and you have to do like these things a specific way, and then you can cut across and it can give you like an inverted bob. It can do a bob. It can do all kinds of stuff. It's actually really good. I should probably think about that again. I forgot. Debbie, I went gray 3 years ago. It's freeing. Yes. You guys, there were so many people that talked about going gray and how freeing it was. I got something in my eye. And how freeing it was. And so, I don't know, I felt so much better about doing it at that point. Plus, like, I will tell you, my whole thing about not, golly, I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, guys. My whole thing about not going gray was that, you know, I just was like, I'm going to look old, you know, or older. And, sorry. And I don't know, I guess I was a little bit vain that way. My grandmother was the same way, my grandma Joy, and she didn't go gray until she was like 80. So I don't know, but if I look at like physically what's best for me, stopping the dyeing process is what's best for me, because my hair is really fine. I've lost so much hair over the years due to, I think, dyeing, and then dieting also was a big problem for me at one point. And it's just bad for me. So yeah, I just need to stop it. It is what it is. I'm just going to go gray. I'm just going to embrace it. So actually, there's a lady that I had found on Instagram that went gray at 39. And she said her hair is like mine, the same texture. And she said her hair actually came in thicker and more of it since she went gray, and after she stopped doing all the dyeing. And she was so glad that she did it. So I don't know, it's quite inspiring. Tanya's asking, where are you now on the East Coast? Tanya, I don't give away my location anymore. I'm sorry. It's just for safety purposes. So it's not personal. It's just for safety purposes. Lisa says, hi, I'm in Haley, Idaho. Have you ever come up here to the canning up here in Sawtooth Mountains? So I've been to Sawtooth Mountains actually a couple of years ago. There's a scenic highway and byway through there. So I went through Ketchum and Sun Valley, stayed there for a little while, actually beautiful, and then went up north and then back around, kind of that loop, you know, around in Sawtooth Mountains. Beautiful, beautiful. Loved it there. Carol says, has it been hard to find places to dry camp? I've been doing a lot of urban camping. So I find places, you know, that are on Campendium or iOverlander. There's national forests, places like that. But no, I haven't had any problems finding anything. You have to get pretty creative sometimes. But yeah, you just explore and find stuff. In the cities, it's not hard when you have, you know, the typical places that you can stay at. And of course, I've stayed in some Thousand Trails along the way as well. Janet says, did you ever find a solution for your paper towels unrolling? No, but you guys gave me a lot of great ideas. Oh, you said place a large rubber band around it. Yeah, you know what? I think I have like one of those. It's like I don't know what it's called. It's like a tie thing. Don't know what it's called. I'm sure Maury knows. Maury's always good. I'm always like, Maury, what's that thing called? Anyways, it's this thing that wraps around and you can like twist it all different ways. And so I think I have that. It's like super easy to do that, but I don't know. Yeah, something like that. But thanks for all the ideas. You guys gave me some really good ones. Oh yes, Viva. I have to go more expensive to not have my stupid paper towels unroll. That cracks me up though. So what is it about the paper towels with the Viva that they don't unroll? There goes J Ray again. $10. I saw it. Thank you. Oh no, it's Judy. Sorry, Judy. I just saw Jay and thought, oh, it's J Ray. Thank you so much, Judy. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that cracks me up. I don't see a question attached to that, Judy. So thank you very much. Sorry about that. Okay. Big Tom's Van says you should start a van dating app. You know, there was a guy that's in our escapers group that we were going to start one together. And I just finally was like, you know, I just don't have time to work on this. And so he found another gal in the escapers group to do it with. And so I think they're working on it. But yeah, they'll probably like, you know, be like super rich off of it. And then I'll regret not doing it. Oh, goodness. Tina, she says, tell people to hit the like button, Amber. All right, everybody hit the like button, please. Helps all my videos to be seen. Okay. I appreciate it. Sandra, I'm not even putting that up there. You know what I'm talking about. I'm laughing. Janet, it's like being back in high school dating, right? Rebecca, when the world starts to open up again, there'll be plenty of people traveling, so you'll find a compatible soul, I'm sure of it. Well, even when it was opened up, I didn't find anybody. So I don't know. We'll see. It's not out the door. I'm not like completely throwing it out the door. I'm just not interested right now. Not after that last fiasco, which was a fiasco. We're not going to talk about that one. We'll just leave it at that. Martha says, sleep issues. Maybe it's that new drink you're drinking. Green tea has tons of caffeine. Yeah, oh gosh. So, okay. So that's funny that you say that. The live stream that we were on this last weekend, where I was drinking that drink you're talking about, I drank it way too late. I didn't realize it. Like, we were almost done with the live stream, and we were on for 3 hours, guys. Almost. Do you hear that? It's thundering and lightning outside. We were on for almost 3 hours, and I drank that, like, so we started at 6, so what was that, like 9-ish that we were done. I still had almost half of that can left by the time we were almost done with the live stream. So it was way too late for me, and I don't think I think that night I fell asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning or something. It was crazy. It was awful. Actually, I didn't fall asleep. I couldn't go to sleep till 3. I got up and I worked until like 6, and then I went back to bed till 10. So yeah. Oh my gosh, we have more live streams. We have more super chats. Super stickers. J Ray, $20. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's a super sticker. It's going into my East Coast fund. And is it Leah Longobardi, $10. Thank you so much. Been enjoying your videos for a while now. I'm in Portland, Maine. Native and still live here. I can offer any answers to any questions if needed. Thank you to you and Lily for all your inspiration. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. I'll hit you up if I have any questions about Maine. I love that area. Such a cool area that you live in. How do you like growing? I'm assuming you grew up there. Maybe, maybe not. But did you grow up there? Big Tom says, more cooking videos? Yes, actually, there's a couple coming up. Probably not just cooking, but some cooking. Mari, Lily has a new fan. Is it Mari or Mary? I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Sorry. Lily has a new fan. My boyfriend. I shared your dolphin cruise video and he fell in love. That's so cute. I love it when you guys send me videos of your pets watching us and their reactions. It's so adorable. J. Ray says, I've asked a few. You know what? Something is wrong. If I scroll down to see the super chats and put them up on the screen, it gets rid of all the questions above. So I'll just have to start. I'll click on. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I can see the super chats at the top and I can click on it and see the question. So I'll just say what it is then. It won't come up on the screen though until I get lower down. So because that way I won't lose all the questions above. So I apologize. If you can ask it again, J. Ray, I'd appreciate it. Sorry about that, guys. Laureen says, we're so glad Lily's hanging out with us tonight. Me too. I was going to say about this thing, I'm using StreamYard as the software for this, and I don't know, I'm not 100% convinced that I like it. Maybe looking into something else, because it seems like it's got some hangups that I don't like losing, where's all my comments? That never used to happen, and now all my comments are gone from the top. So like as I scroll all the way down, all my comments that I should have read already are just gone. So I missed them. So I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Deanna says, what does your tattoo mean? I am. So you guys actually kind of covered up by my bracelets. I am here. It's actually the name of God. If you look in the Bible, it says, it was in the scripture, Genesis, I believe, when Moses was at the burning bush and he says to God, what shall I call you? And he says, I am that I am. And I'm not necessarily, well, we won't really go into religion here, but what it means for me is if you look up, God and what God is about, what I believe in, it's about creativity. And you have, so what it, I don't know why I'm having a hard time telling you what it is. It just basically means it opens up the doors of all the possibilities of creation for me, and that we're given the ability to create whatever we want in our life. And there was a time period for me in my life where I didn't know that, and didn't realize that, I was a strong, independent woman, and that I could do whatever I wanted in my life, and I can open any door that I want and go through it. And so that's what it means to me. So I tattooed it on my wrist as a reminder of what I'm able to do in this world and who I'm able to be. And yeah, I love it. It's very symbolic to me. So yeah, that's what it means. Okay. J. Ray says, I called you Baby Blue. Oh, because of my shirt? Or this? Oh, goodness. Okay. Moving along. Jana says, I had a dog that would do that, so I'd rock him to sleep. Aw, they're so adorable when they're like that. I'm assuming when you're talking about how she was turned over. Yeah. She's the crack up, man. She loves to be petted. In the mornings when I try to get her up out of bed, she'll come up to me. She'll be all kind of coming up like this with her paws. And then she'll put her head down for me to Sorry, I was wondering if my window was open. It sounded like it was up there. I would go to like rub her head and she'll like flip over so I can rub her belly. And then I'll be like, okay, come on, let's get out of bed. And then she'll come back up and do this thing again. And then I go to pet her or go to grab her and then she'll roll over again for me to rub her belly. It's a game she likes to play all the time. Yeah. She's got me around her little paw finger, don't you? That's okay though. I'm okay with it. Debbie says, love Lily. She's just like my Bell. Miss her. Aw, Bell. Hoping to find one like her again. Such wonderful dogs. I'm sorry about yours. I know it's so hard when they go. Like it breaks your heart. I do hope you find another one. It took me 3 years to find Lily after my first dog passed away. He was my heart, man. His name was Dylan, and it hurt me so much when he passed away. It was awful. Yeah, so it took me a long time to even consider getting another dog because that process of letting them go was so difficult. Maureen says, Chrome, Jeffy Bear, Joseph, Mark, and Emmy are restricted to their medical provinces. Yeah, so what is the medical province? I saw a thing for Chrome's video that came up that I haven't seen yet, that said he has to stay on Vancouver Island because that's where he was at when they did the restriction. Although I think that his address is in Vancouver, not Vancouver Island. So it's quite interesting. J. Ray says, keep on smiling. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Always. I try. Yep. Sorry. Not seeing where I'm at on the East Coast. J-Ray says, stay safe, J-Ray out. Bye. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in. Sorry if I missed your questions. Just sucked. Sorry about that. Let's see. Crafty Traveler says, thank you. I received your sticker from my scrapbook. Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad you got it. And it's in your scrapbook. Noted, Maury. Let's see. Thank you to everyone who's talking about my hair. I appreciate it. J. Ray gave another one. $10. It's actually a scripture. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. It's not life more than food, and the body more than clothes. Matthew 6:25-27. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know that scripture specifically, but I'm assuming you're correct in that. Thank you. Yeah, I don't worry about all of that stuff. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by something on here. Deanna, did I miss that one? $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. When did you give that? What time was it? 8:31. I apologize for missing it. Thank you. Brenda says, what health insurance do you use? Love your videos. I'm with a company called Zion Health, and I got it through a guy who's an escaper who has a health insurance. He's like a broker. He did it all for me. His name is Kyle Henson. He's with nomadinsurance.com. But it's completely nationwide. It's a little bit different than like your regular health. It's not actually, okay, so it's not actually insurance. It's like this kind of co-op that you put into, but they cover, it's really hard to explain all of it over here on this every specific thing, but just look up Zion Health and you'll find out more information about it. But it's nationwide, and you basically put money into it, and they'll pay for your expenses, and there's some specific parameters that go along with that. But I opted for that instead of actual health insurance because I was paying like, almost $600 a month in health insurance, nationwide health insurance, and I'm a well person. I rarely ever have to go to the doctor, but I wanted something that was more for like catastrophic, and this kind of fit the bill for that. So it still allowed me to have insurance. It still allowed me to have catastrophic and keep my premiums low. So that's kind of what I do. Traveling solo. We'll turn your rig into Rialta. That'll be some good YouTube. Yeah. You're so funny. Lori says, not a question, but my home is in Newport, Rhode Island. Great place to spend a couple of days. Brick market, mansions, and an ocean drive you'll never forget. Thank you. I think that's on my list. Pretty sure it is. I will, if it's not, I will put that on there. I'm going to take a screenshot real quick. I appreciate that, Lori. Yeah, there's so many cool places you guys have told me about. Let's see. Oh, I see what you're saying, Sandra. I know. I appreciate it. Hopefully that won't have to happen too many times. Ken says, what states interest you in hitting up on the East Coast trip north? I'm looking forward on working on my custom van starting this summer. Congrats on getting that custom van together. That's super cool. Yeah, building it out is like a cool way to go. I think you can really do what you want. I'd love to do, that's kind of what I want to do to mine, at some point. Not completely custom, of course, like yours will be, but renovate it to be more of my liking. As far as the states are concerned, I don't know. I feel like itchy. Sorry, guys. Got like hair on me or something. I'm going up the whole East Coast, so I'm kind of hitting up all of them, to be honest. As many as I can, and I'm trying to do like a lot of the National Geographic stuff and seeing things that you guys have suggested. I've got a ton of pins on my map for places that you guys have suggested to go to, so I'm really excited to see all of it. Hannah. Sorry. Hello, I'm a new follower. Hello, Hannah. Thank you so much for joining along on this crazy ride. Let's talk about dating. How are you meeting people? How many weirdos do you have to weed out meeting a public person? Yeah, so we talked about dating earlier, but you may not have been on here, which is fine. I don't mind getting the question again. I know everybody kind of jumps on and off. I'm not dating, not after the last one. And we met organically, he and I did. So I say organically as in we knew each other through our Hymer group. So we had met physically in person. Dating apps, done those, don't like them. Let's see. How many weirdos do you have to weed out before meeting in person in public? Yeah. I wouldn't say, like, I would probably estimate that, I mean, I'm just guessing, you know, let's say 95% of the people who reach out to me are probably okay people. But sometimes it's a little weird. You should see some of the emails I get. I have like resumes. I'm not joking you, from people. Yeah. I feel weird talking about it on here, I think, but I get people hit me up all the time, and they generally, it goes like this. They'll tell me like all the things that about them that are really great and wonderful, and how they're going to take care of me, and you know, what they can offer me. And I mean, it's quite interesting, to be honest. I mean, but I don't usually reply to them because I don't know. I just get so many, and I want to meet people naturally. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just that I don't answer a lot of people on my emails, to be honest. I'm so far behind on emails. It's ridiculous. And so I just have a hard time keeping up with everything going on. But yeah, there's probably been some weirdos. I have met some of them too. One guy I met when I was in California, he literally wanted to put, he's like, we were on the second date, and he literally was like, wanted me to stay in California, not do van life anymore, get my old job back. Said, I'll put you on my cell phone plan. This is our second date. He wanted to put me on a cell phone plan. Second date, so that I could save money. And I'm like, I never like presented myself as a person that needed money, and I'm not going to quit. Like, I was so bizarre. Yeah, it's interesting. I could tell you some stories. Oh my God. All right. I'm going to say this one because I think it is so funny, but this was literally the weirdest one. This was a, what app was that? Okay, Cupid. Yeah. So you have, you know, your little profile and everything on there. This guy, he was Italian, and this like very thick Italian accent. We had talked a little bit via apps and stuff. And then it says what I do on there, and it asks you the question, are you interested in having kids or being with someone who wants to, who has kids? And I can't remember what the answer is, but it's something like, no, I don't want to have kids because I'm not at the age to have children anymore. And 2, I don't mind if they have kids already. But his literally the second, maybe third question on the phone was, he asked me if I still had my period, because he's like, we will have beautiful babies together. This is what I'm thinking he's doing. We will have beautiful babies together. If you still have your period, you can still have babies. I'm like, I don't want kids. You know, it's not that I dislike kids. I'm just not at that age that I want to have them. So this was only a couple of years ago. And I'm going to be, that was what, 48. So yeah, it was weird. That was the weirdest question I've ever gotten. Do you still have your period? Oh, I got Always Seek Adventure. Woo! That's what Always Seek Adventure saying. $4.99. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, goodness. I have to laugh at these things, I tell you. Oh, Hannah. Penny the Camper Van says, we've signed up for Harvest Host but have yet to try one. The video you shot at the one in El Paez was so fun. That was in Tucson, yeah. We're curious of what dollar amount you think is considered good when staying at one. Oh, so that one, actually, what's interesting about that is you get the first night free because you're part of Harvest Host. She didn't mind. The second night was $20. So yeah, you generally, it depends on if you have hookups or no hookups. So if you have hookups, it's going to be more expensive. So probably 30 something versus 20 something. But that place was pretty decked out. You had a lot of amenities there. So that's probably a general roundabout that I've seen for, sorry, I got to plug my phone in. That's probably a general like roundabout, you know, price fee structure, I think, for the second night or additional night. So you could, I didn't have hookups the first night, but if you wanted hookups the first night, I think she was charging $20 for the first night. But she's super nice. If you go there, tell her that you found out about it from me. I don't get anything for it, but I did the video, so I think she likes to know like how people came over there from the video. What just happened? Give me 1 second. My camera just went out. What the heck? All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on. My camera just died on me. Hold on. We're getting there. I hope. Okay, there we go. Came unplugged somehow. Sorry about that. Okay. Whew, technical difficulties today. Oh, sweet. Appreciate that. We'll figure it out offline. Debbie says, I'm kind of like, this is me, take it or leave it. Yeah, for sure. I totally believe that too. I just don't care anymore, you know? It's kind of funny. I'm turning 50 in May, and I feel like I have this, I just don't care anymore, guys. Like, if people don't like me because I'm gray, if a guy does not like me because I'm gray, what does that say about them? Like, it says a whole lot, you know? So I don't need to be with someone who doesn't like me because my hair is gray. Guys' hair goes gray, and people think they're sexier, so why can't women be sexier too with gray hair? I think we need to start a movement with that. Well, there's already kind of a movement with it, but we'll just join the movement. Thank you guys for saying it'll look good on me. I hope so. Suma, hi, so good to see you here. Thanks for joining. I know it's I'm looking at this a little later. It tells me what time you guys, so it's 9:08 and she said this at 8:39, so I'm really falling behind here. Deanna, I can change my emoji. I will be changing it. But thank you. Finding Joy says, I'm going to quit dyeing my hair. Woohoo! We can all be silver sisters together. I like it. Carrie says, I fully understand not giving out your exact location for safety. Have you had a bad experience in the past due to giving out your location? So I've never usually given my location out, especially live, right? And I've always posted my videos behind for safety purposes. But like when I went to Tampa, Florida, and did the meetup there, I did post live where I was at, and it really kind of freaked me out a little bit because I posted it live to everybody on YouTube. And so I've had some, some people who were a little bit weird, and I don't want to go into all the stuff that happened because I don't want to focus on that stuff, but there's just, and I don't, like, if they're watching, I don't want to bring any of that stuff up, but there's just been some weird stuff that has happened, and I don't want to give anybody that opportunity, you know what I mean? So yeah, for safety purposes, don't want to do that. I just feel like the less that, like, I don't even advertise on my van, who I am, like my channel or anything. I used to have a sticker on here, and I used to have a license plate on the front that said my blog name, storychasing.com. I think maybe it just said story chasing. Anyways, yeah, people would look me up and then come to my van and would be like, hey, Amber. And I'm like, oh, it kind of creeped me out a little bit, and they were nice people and everything. Well, one of them wasn't, two, actually two, but yeah, just anonymity is better that way. Especially because too, like, the more I'm the bigger my channel grows, the more people are recognizing me out in the open, like in cities and stuff. And so, just careful. Just say that. Laura, you received your sticker yesterday. Thank you for purchasing. So glad you got it. Okay. I know if you guys are ordering stickers, by the way, there was a batch, like probably one before yours, Laura. Maybe yours was part of it. I got them out a little bit late. So I try to like do all the stickers in 1 week and get them out. Especially because now that I'm in city. So like before, when I would stay on BLM land or national forest for a whole 2 weeks, sometimes it would take me like three weeks by the time you ordered for me to get them out. So sometimes they're a little bit delayed because of where I'm at, but now that I'm in cities a little bit more, I can get them out a bit quicker. But I was delayed on one batch for like 2 weeks, so I apologize for that, guys. Just was the nature of my travels and dealing with some stuff. So let's see. Is it Cassiana? Says, I'm a retired hairdresser. Went totally gray 2 years ago. My hair is now thicker and softer. Glad I did it. Oh, that's so good to know. I hope mine does that too. And good for you for going gray. I love it. I'm like really, I did try to go gray. Like, I think I keep saying gray. My hair is actually kind of a silvery color. I tried doing it like probably 6 years ago, maybe. And I grew it out like, it probably went from here to here. And it was really pretty, I thought. And then my sister saw it and she said, no, it makes you look older, Amber. You should go back to brown. And that was all it took for me at the time, was to do that. And I did. So I shouldn't have. I probably should have just kept up with it because it took a long time to grow that one piece out. Christine, bungee cord. It's something like that. I can't remember what it's called. It's not a bungee cord. It's one of those like tie rod things. Maybe someone put it on here. Boy, I'm really behind, aren't I? Finding Joy says Viva paper towels kind of stick to each other. That cracks me up. Martha says use the Velcro straps. Yes, I think I'm sorry about that. Use the Velcro straps. I might try that too. I want something that's easy on and off. Oh, bungee cords. Another bungee cord. Yeah, I actually think I do have a couple. I may try. There's Lily again. Stretching. Hi, Phoebe. What you doing? Do you see how she just stares at me? What? Oh, she almost fell. Come here. Silly girl. Alex King says, is Nomadland the movie realistic or drama? I still haven't seen it yet. I've got to watch it. People keep asking me about it all the time. I just don't watch stuff a lot right now because I've just been so, focused on my travels and doing videos and stuff. So I guess I need to watch it. I heard that it's pretty realistic. And I've also heard that it's also a little bit depressing. So I don't know. I'll have to watch it and kind of get my own thing from it. Check out the perfect paper towel holders on Amazon. Bought one during the pandemic for the bathroom. I will, Rebecca. Come on, Lily, sit down, baby. It's okay, honey. What are you doing? Yeah, this one supposedly wasn't supposed to unravel, but it did. That's why I got that one. I got it from Amazon. Believe says, do you make enough on YouTube to support yourself? I do now. Took a while to get here. If you guys are looking to do a YouTube channel, it's typically not an overnight, thing, right? Where you make it big and you can start supporting yourself. And of course, it depends on how much money you need to support yourself. But it takes a while to build it up. For sure. But there are some people who can do it very quickly and do some stuff almost overnight. So it just really depends. It's so hit or miss. I've seen, what's her name? Janelle. She has a van life channel. Young girl. I think she only had 3 videos out before she hit over 1 million subscribers and hit it big really quickly. So some people do it. But I would say that that's definitely not the norm. Serendipity says, I've been dating myself for years. We are very happy. Yes, I know. It's one of those things that, yeah. I've said enough about that one. Sorry. Judy says, I think dating via YouTube is very phony. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess there could be phony parts about it. There are some people who I know who've dated on YouTube and have been very successful and actually got married. Believe says, have you hit New England yet? Nope, not yet. Ah, there's my sister, Dusty. Hi, I hope you're still here. It's 8:44. I'm going to text her and see if she's still here. They were at dinner earlier and wasn't sure if they were going to be able to make it on here. I'm going to check. So she's the one. She's it. She's the one that talked about my gray hair, and then I decided to dye it back. I love my sister. Yeah, we're very close. Jane says, how old is Lily? She is 13 years old, going on 14 in September. Okay. Oh yeah, she's still on here. Now I get to talk about her more. Just kidding. She lives in the Texas area with her kiddos and her hubby. Uh-oh, I just lost all my questions again. My gosh, I don't know what's going on. So anyways, yeah, my sister lives in the Texas area. She's been in a couple of my videos, actually. She met us up in Colorado, me in Colorado with her family. We went to Breckenridge together and had a lot of fun with the kiddos there. And yeah, it's fun. I miss her a lot. I was hoping so my 50th birthday is coming up, and her and one of my friends was going to fly out on the East Coast to meet me somewhere, but her son is literally graduating the day after my birthday from high school. So I told her, I was like, yeah, it's probably not good. You need to be with your son. You know, it's her eldest son, and that's an important time period in his life. So we'll all get together a little bit later in the year and have a big old celebration. Yeah. Serendipity says, you said in one of your recent videos that there weren't live oaks in California. There's a ton of really? Where? I've never seen any. Seriously, I haven't. Maybe I've just missed it. Billy Delude, hi. Lily, so cute. $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Billy. Lily is adorable, aren't you, girl? She's all antsy today. I hope you're doing well. Believe says, how many miles a day do you drive? It just really depends. I probably average, I don't even know. Maybe, I mean, it just depends. I'm traveling more on the East Coast than I ever have. So sorry, I don't really have an answer to that. I don't really keep up with it. But sometimes I'll stay in a city for a while. Like I was in Savannah, Georgia for like a week. I was in Jacksonville for 3 or 4 days, I think. I was in Key West for almost a week. Yeah, so it just depends if I find like some stuff to do there. So I don't really know. My budget's like right around $500, I think, a month for gas. So whatever that gets me. I'm sorry, I don't keep up with it. Ever encountered a haunted RV? I haven't. But I've always bought new, so mine wouldn't be haunted. But I don't know anybody else who's had a haunted RV. William says, Amber tried checking into boot camp chat last week or the week before. The link did not work. Was it outdated link? Did I miss the memo on any new links? Oh, it's in your modules. And in the community chat. I post it there too. So I'll have to email you about that, William, and chat with you about that one. Tracy. Tracy, did you hear me call you Tish earlier? She hasn't gotten to your comment yet. I don't know. I haven't seen one. I'm sorry. This thing keeps losing everybody's questions above. But I don't remember seeing one from Steve. Believe says, have you thought about a storyteller van? I have not. Nope. I'm just going to keep the one that I have. Valerie loves Tabby. There you go. I like your name. Have you ever been concerned about bears? They're out and about in Tennessee and the Carolinas. Yes, I do have bear spray, and I have bear bells for Lily. And I'm very careful if I'm ever in bear country. Like, I don't go anywhere by myself or like hike by myself or anything like that. That does make me a little bit nervous. So yeah, I'm pretty careful with that. Some serious business. Full-Time Life says, what would you most like to change in your van? The storage in the back under the bed. The cabinetry back there is pretty bad the way it's built, and meaning you just can't access the storage very well. And so I want to like rip it all out and figure out a way to suspend my bed, because my bed is back there and I like to keep it out. So right now it sits on top of those cabinets basically. And then get some slides that come out. So it'll be really easy to access everything. So that's the biggest thing that I want to do. Great question there. Sandra, at Mari, I love that Lily intros too. It cracks me up when she bros back under the covers. Yes, she does it all the time. Deb, hello Deb, so good to see you here. Nice haircut, you look fabulous. Thank you so much. I'm rocking my new short haircut. You like my bling too? So these earrings, because I know people are going to ask me, you guys always like notice all the little things. These earrings I've had for a while. I just happened to refine them in my van. I have this little case, like pouch thing that I put all my jewelry in, and I had my rings in there too. So I have this ring here, and then this ring that I got here. I had those all in there, and I was like, oh, I'm going to bring them out and wear them. I miss having my jewelry on. Let's see. Okay. Forever best friend. If you could do a dream caravan with a few YouTube channels, who would you want in your caravan? Ooh, who would I want in my caravan? Do they have to be YouTube channels? Let's see. Oh, gosh, that's a hard one, guys. You're making me pick. Can I just pick all of them? So let's see. I would love Chrome from Van City Van Life, because I think he's a super cool dude, and I love what he's doing for the community. Who else? Let's see. Tiffany from Where is Tiffany? Because she's the coolest. I love her. She's one of my good friends. She's got a great channel. Go check her out. She's got a Winnebago Travato. I'm trying to be like really contemplative here, because there's a lot of people that I really like. Do they have to have? Oh, I know. They don't have a van, but I would. Their YouTube channel, Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon, because I really love what they do. My sister's texting me. Because I really love what they do on the YouTube space and what they've done. I've learned so much from them. Peter McKinnon's from Canada. Casey Neistat, you guys probably already know him. He's was in New York, now lives in California. Of course, Maury, right here from Traveling Solo. Michelle, Libby, and Tracy, my moderators, because they're amazing. They'd be super cool to travel with. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm trying to think of everybody. It's hard. There's a lot of great people out there. I'm sure I'm missing some people. If I've missed you, don't be offended. I probably would want you there. Some I might not, but you'll never know. I just got to put all my disclaimers out there in case somebody's watching. I cracked myself up. Sorry. Okay. James Knoll says, I know what I keep forgetting to tell you. I'm from Michigan. Before you go to Mackinac? See, I keep seeing it spelled different ways. Watch the 1980s movie Somewhere in Time. Yes, I know. I know that movie. Richard. Do you know that one? Do you know that? You guys are probably going to think I'm really crazy for saying that. But just go watch the movie. You'll understand. She's like, Richard. I'm telling you, it's that voice. I haven't been drinking tonight, guys. I promise. Yes, I know. I love that movie. That's the first time I'd ever heard of it. And James, I hope you guys are laughing. The things I do for you guys. Someone actually said, in one of my comments on the videos, they said, oh, you're totally an extrovert. And I'm like, I'm not actually an extrovert. I'm an introvert. But see, here's the thing. As I'm talking to a camera right now, even so, I mean, I know you guys are on here and everything, but I'm still talking to a camera. I talk to a camera all day long. And so my extrovertness can come out. I learned a lot about being an extrovert in the corporate world. You had to be. But yeah, so it comes out. I have a fun, goofy side, and it comes out on here. You guys seem to bring it out of me, I think. Servantipity says, I had someone ask me to move in with him on the first date, and they were in love with me. I couldn't get away fast enough. Yeah. People are funny. That's really, really crazy. I'm glad you could get away. David says, have you been to Canada? Yes. I went my first year in 2017. Visited Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec. Went to the old Quebec City, which was fabulous, really fabulous. Cape Breton Island was really amazing. And then, let's see, I've been to Toronto and Ontario. Haven't really visited anywhere else in Ontario besides Toronto. And then, let's see, a couple of years ago, I went, actually it'll be 2 years in June. I went to Alaska. So I went to British Columbia, Alberta, and Yukon Territory, which was just freaking amazing. I loved it. I'd love to explore that area a lot more. I've been in and out of like British Columbia because I lived in Seattle, so I was so close. I could always go into Canada a lot. I like it. I love Canada. There's so much to explore there. I'm assuming these oh my gods and wows and these laughings are you guys talking about the Italian dude. Yikes. Well, do you ask him if he sees red? LOL. Yeah, that was crazy. You've been to Montreal? No, I have not yet. Not yet. Sandra says, where would you buy property when you do decide to build a tiny house? I have the same dream. Buy a small piece of property, build a tiny small house, and have a van to travel. I don't know yet. There's just so many great places. I mean, I've looked into like, you know, the Southwest area of the United States, only because I would be there a lot typically during the wintertime. So, and then the summer times, when it's really nice outside, you travel all across the US and Canada or Mexico when those things are open. And so I'm just going to slide my hair behind my ears there because it's getting in my way. Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't know yet. We'll see. Michelle. Believe says, wait, Harvest Host just costs additional. Yes. So the fee that you pay every single year for Harvest Host gives you access to basically an association of Harvest Host members, which are golf clubs, wineries, farms, museums, breweries, all these different places. And you pay. So when you go to their establishment, the idea is that you can stay there for free. Basically, they allow you to be on their space, their property, when you purchase something from them. So you have to purchase something from them. So if their business is a brewery, go buy a beer, or wine, go do some wine tasting, buy a bottle of wine, go to the museum, go play some golf, like whatever it is. It's a way to support the local community, and you get a free place to stay. Plus you get like the advantage of meeting these really cool people and other people who are staying there too. You get to know the owners, sometimes depending on what place it is. But yeah, but as far as like hookups and the stuff that we were talking about earlier with having hookups, or like, do they charge for you to stay there at night? No, they don't charge to stay there at night, unless sometimes some places they do provide hookups and they will ask for a charge for that, but they'll tell you that up front. Now, you don't have to have hookups, though. You can just boondock it with no hookups whatsoever. So yeah, it's your choice. Okay. David says, do you like Canadians? Of course I like Canadians. Who doesn't like Canadians? Everybody loves Canadians. Or maybe not everybody. Sandra. I know, right? She's talking about the period thing. Yeah. Okay. Rebecca says, Harvest Fest is a flat annual fee. However, it's like picnicking at a winery. It's good form to make a purchase from the host. Could be small, though. Yes, exactly. Deb says, Amber, how do you take care of routine medical while on the road? I mean, I just schedule appointments like I normally would at places. I kind of have doctors in Arizona and Washington. So when I'm in those places, I'll schedule appointments. That's pretty much it. And then as far as like things that aren't routine, let me back up. The reason why I do like Arizona, even though it's not like my home state, Texas is my home state, it's because I'm usually there in that area at some point in time in the year. And so that's why I just choose to have it there. And I can get to that state pretty quickly. So I just kind of make my visits there. Hope that makes sense. As far as like emergencies, which I know you didn't ask, but I just go if I have an emergency. Like I had an emergency issue with my eye when this was actually in Arizona, but I didn't know an eye doctor there. So I just call around and find an eye doctor and told them I had an emergency, and they got me in that day. Or like when I had a dental work that I had to get done in Florida, I just found a dentist that had good reviews. I look on Yelp and Google to find reviews on these dentists or doctors, and found a dentist out there and walked in and called them and said, hey, I need to get an appointment. And in reality, I didn't call them. I know I keep correcting myself. I didn't call them because they actually had, which was really nice, a thing on their website when I was on there that night to fill in for an appointment. You can make an appointment right there, and they just happened to have an appointment the next day. So that was really nice too. So I did that, and I'm a cash payer. So if you guys don't know this, if you cash pay, then you can ask for the cash pay discount, and they'll give you the discount right then and there. And then you can turn it into your insurance company if you want, if you have an insurance company, or like mine is Zion Health. It's a little bit different. So yeah, that works out too. Okay. Let's see, what time is it? 9:35. Let's go for 10 more minutes at 9:45 because that'll be almost 2 hours. And I'm sure Maury's going to kill me for being on here this long. Or all of my other moderators too. Maury specifically. Just kidding. I give Maury a hard time. Okay, running through here quickly. Believe says, who is that Instagram person you talked about that went gray? Her name is Crystal Michelle. Let's see. We'll find her here. She's a super cute girl. Crystal.Michelle's.mess. Hold on a sec, I'll bring it up. If it will come up. She shows her whole going gray process too. Sorry. Maybe I'll put it in the comment section. It won't come up. My internet's struggling for some reason. Okay, I think I got it. This is her when she was brunette and then gray. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pull it back. Ugh, it's not going to show it, is it? Sorry. Okay, I'm going to type it down here in the bottom. So crystal.michelles.mess. Hopefully that works. Go check her out. Cute girl. Rebecca, all you ladies are maybe talking me into going gray. Do it. I'm going to document my grow out process too, so you guys will see it. Okay. Trying to get through these questions quickly. Regina says, I just bought my first Class C after planning for a year. How many dishes for cooking and eating do I really need? I know, right? You know, when we're in the sticks and bricks, we've got to have like 8 of everything in case we have a party. I have 2 plates and 2 bowls, and I have more mugs than I probably should. But yeah, 2 spoons, 2 forks. I do 2 in case I have 1 guest. But usually I tell people if for some reason I have a guest, if they're already in an RV, we just tend to bring our own stuff. So that's what we usually do. Otherwise, I just have 2. But yeah, you don't need a lot. You just wash it up and put it back in there and use it again, especially if it's just yourself. I have 2 only also because sometimes I'll just throw stuff in the sink and won't wash it right away. Or I, if I'm like cooking a bunch of stuff, right? I need like a couple of plates to put stuff on while I'm cooking, then I'll do that too. So yeah, good question. Okay, scrolling through. Are you okay, girl? She's like sliding over here. Maury says a large slap bracelet. Works on paper towels too. I use Velcro personally. I don't know what a slap bracelet is. You'll have to tell me about that one. Gosh, I'm really far behind. Oh, yeah. I'm a pale Irish gal, and my gray is white. I tried to stop dyeing my hair, and I gave up because I figured I needed a facelift. You're so silly. No, you don't need to do all of that. Okay. Tracy says she watched Nomadland 3 times and loved it. Well, that's good to hear. Did you think it was depressing, like everybody says? Hello. Good to see you here. Oh, you changed your picture, I think. Penny the Camper Van says, are you stopping by Delaware? It's my home state, and it's small enough to go through in a day. Nice beaches in the south, and northern Delaware is historic. I am planning on going over there. I'll have to hit you up for some good information on that. Thanks for that. In a day. I want to try to stay there a little bit longer. But yeah, it is small. Okay. S. Wilson says Nomadland was depressing. Huh. I wonder what was depressing about it. I'm going to have to watch it. You have ratchets for your paper towels? Really? Like ratchets? Or are they bungee cords? Hey, Dell. So good to see you here. Uh-oh. Hey, it's Turn It Up World. How are you guys doing? Why is your picture not showing up? That's really weird. There it is. I'm so glad you liked it. You guys in Vegas still? Oh, goodness. Seeing some of these comments. Okay. Keeping it going. Keeping it going. HK Jr. says, so what RV do you feel would be the right size for just one person? I mean, I guess anything would be good for one person. You'd have plenty of space for just the one. I mean, I've been in a Class C and I've been in the van. It just really depends on your personality and what you want, like how much space you want to live in. You know, the van's going to be smaller, of course, than a Class C. I sometimes miss the Class C because of the space, and plus it has a shower, which is nice. But otherwise, the van works out well because you can be nimble. But, I mean, this is the smallest I've been in, and it's like probably a little less than 80 square feet, maybe, something like that. It's not a lot of space. But it works. Just really depends on you. My suggestion would be to go to like an RV show and just go sit in some RVs and kind of get a feel for what you think might be good. That's kind of what I did in the beginning. Finding Joy says, do you use a USB fan? If so, which one? Yes, I have it right here actually. It's this one. It's called a O-Polar. And it's got, oh, you can hear me. Oh. It has clip, like a little clip thing, which I really like. And then you have the areas to plug in the back, different USBs. I really like it. It's in my Amazon store if you're interested. But I have 2 of them, so I can put like one in the front and one in the back, or sometimes when it's really hot, I can put 2 in the back while I'm sleeping. Makes it nice. Love them, love them. We're almost out of time here. Actually, I'm hoping you have the little circle earrings in your store. They were nice, and I think I need them. I don't. I got those at a local vendor, and I don't remember where I was at now. Somewhere over here. Can't remember. But yeah, I try to buy a lot from local shops too. Sorry, I don't have that one. Okay. Debbie, he's hot too. Are you talking about Chrome? Oh, you're so funny, Debbie. Everybody's always trying to play matchmaker. Speaking of, Eric and Jack's sister. Yes, them too. Tara, did you guys see his video? Jack's got a new little sister. It was cute. He put it out yesterday. Sheila says, did Lily stop you from doing a lot of things in Key West? I'm planning a trip and wondering if I should bring the dog. Yeah, there was some stuff because it was hot and I couldn't keep her in the van. I didn't have hookups for an AC. So there was I couldn't go to the Hemingway house because of it. So yeah, it's hard sometimes with the dog. So if it's during the summertime and it's hot, I wouldn't bring the dog with you. If you can have the dog somewhere else, of course. But otherwise, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But have fun in Key West. It's a gorgeous place. Love it there. Maury says, me, included in the caravan is slave labor. Oh, come on. You know you want to do it. He loves doing this stuff. Uh-huh. He's talking about the renovations to my van. I was going to say something else, but I'll reserve. Uh-oh. What happened to that? I haven't seen it. I know he bought the ambulance, but I don't know what you mean by that. I'll have to check that out. HK. What's going on there? HK Jr. LOL, not offended, my first live chat. Well, welcome to your first live chat. I'm not sure what you're talking about, though. I must have missed it. Oh, Laura. Yeah, she's got some great videos. She loves to cook, too. You should see her cooking videos. People love it. Oh, sweet. I'm glad you subscribed to her, Deanna. Okay. I know we're going a little bit over here. I'm just trying to get to the end of these. I'm so behind again. Okay. Deb says, Banff in Canada is incredible. Yes, it's beautiful. I went there on my way back from Alaska. Mm-hmm. HK Jr. says, I follow another RV couple, less junk, more journey. That's how I started watching you. Oh, cool. Oh, did they say something about me on there? If they did, you got to tell me. Yeah, I love their channel. They're really good. Good people. I don't mean that in a bad way if they said something about me. I mean in a good way. Like maybe they mentioned me on their channel and I didn't know it. That happens sometimes. Sandra says, where did you grow up? I grew up in the Dallas, Texas area. Yep. Dallas, Texas. Deanna says Canadians are cool. Yes. Okay. Bobby Hall says, how do you support yourself? And does the van have a bathroom? I wish I could travel around, but I'm sticking Georgia working a real job. I'm not sure if I should answer that. Maybe just because of the, I'm assuming that I'm just going to assume positive intent that you're not being sarcastic there. So I support myself by creating YouTube content, and I have a course that I've created to help people be nomadic, and I sell merchandise and things like that. And I travel around here in United States, so far Canada and Mexico. And so I could just document my travels. So my channel is based on that. And then helping people, of course, to live out their dreams. That's what I do. A lot of people think it's kind of funny. Like I'll get questions about how do you support yourself? So like I built the course, that the course is a paid course that people can go to. But I also have a lot of free courses too that people get to take advantage of. So I put a lot of free content out there. It's not just paid stuff. So I put a lot of free content out there that people can consume too. Okay. Life in my empty nest. When you drove your Class C, did you ever worry about not having space to park it? I did a lot, especially when I was on the East Coast. West Coast, I mean, you still run into tight space issues. But my first year I went to the East Coast and it was pretty difficult in some areas. But yeah, I had to pre-plan a lot. I mean, it's doable. Just had to pre-plan a lot. And to be honest, like I just didn't like doing all of that. This van is just so much more nimble for that. But I do miss the space sometimes in the Class C. But pre-planning is going to be the key for real on that one. Grant Smith, what was your scariest moment in the RV? My van caught on fire when I was in Alaska, actually. Thankfully, everything was fine and we were able to get it put all back together, but that was really the scariest moment for sure. Christine, thank you so much for the super chat. $10. I really appreciate it. I love I'm trying to look at your little face on that. It looks like is that a duck maybe? I can't figure it out. That's cute. We'll go into my East Coast fund. John Vegas says, how many drinks did you have in Key West? None. I don't really drink. I had a virgin, what was it called? Pina colada. Virgin pina colada. I like the taste of that, but otherwise, no, I didn't. I like drinking, but I just don't like how I feel when I drink. So I just don't really drink that much anymore. But it's a super cool place. You can do a lot of partying and drinking there for sure. Okay. And Deanna says, I want to see the gray wig. I threw it away. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. It looked horrible. I didn't like it. So, yeah, I got rid of it. Grant Smith says, how do you deal with police? I don't really have to. I'm not sure what that's about. Most police that I've ever encountered on the road have been pretty cool. Turn It Up World said, wanted to say hi, girlfriend. Hello. So good to see you guys. I'm still hoping we get to meet while I'm on the East Coast, but it sounds like you guys are out west. I don't know for how long, though. Still waiting for you to reply to that email. You know I'm giving you a hard time. Oh, goodness. There's a lot of chatter going on. There's some comments here that I haven't answered questions, or that I'm only answering the questions that I really want to. Yes, there are times when I don't answer all questions because sometimes they're like weird questions that I don't need to answer because people are just being silly, and some of them are trolls. So no, I don't answer every single one of them. There are some questions that I don't even see. So you need to put like the * ahead of it. There's just so many questions, and sometimes my chat window will scroll up and I don't see them. So please don't take it personally. Just ask the question again, because I might have just somehow missed it. It goes really, really fast, guys. So it's not intentional. Well, sometimes it's intentional if it's a troll question, but if you're not a troll question, then just ask your question again. But I do try to get to every question as fast as possible. We've been on here for almost 2 hours. Okay. Michelle, on behalf of all Canadians, thank you. Yes. Oh gosh, it's scrolling up again. Woohoo! Debbie, $24.99 from Charleston, South Carolina for a scrumptious meal. I hope you go there. It's on my list. If not, put in East Coach Fund. I will. Coach. Coast? Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I definitely will, Debbie. All righty. I know I've gone a little longer than I said I would. Okay, I lost my place. Okay. Had to scroll back up. See, Grant, questions like this is a troll question. So yeah, we don't answer stuff like that. Yep, we are. Yay, wait, you're on the West Coast or you're going to be on the East Coast soon? Turn it up, world. Sorry, I must have missed that. Deanna, I miss J Ray already. You're so silly, girl. Deb says, I remember being shocked when you downsized from the C to the van. I'm watched since you started. Oh, thank you for staying in so long. My goodness. Hey, moderators, if you haven't already done this, let's go ahead and actually I'll just do it myself. Never mind. Grant Smith was just blocked. Okay. Sorry, just scrolling again. Just getting rid of some people here that are being trollish. Deanna says, I'll be signing up for your boot camp by the 1st of May. I wrote it in the first chat, but you might have missed it. I'm a study monster. Oh, I did miss it. I apologize. But thanks for signing up when you do. Be looking forward to meeting you on there in our live video chats too and helping you with your goals. All right, guys, I have one more minute. We do have to get off of here. Okay. Just going to scroll down really quickly. Oh my goodness. I'm trying. Okay. I think we're at the end. I know that there's some questions that I haven't answered, but what I'll do is I'll keep the questions that you guys have here that I haven't answered because I know we need to get off, and add them to my 10-minute or 20-minute Tuesdays. Oh gosh, I just saw one more come in really quick. Okay. Leanne Baird, you have beautiful skin. What is your secret? I use oils on my face. I wash every day. I've been using oil since I was young. So washing and skincare. And yeah, that's really it. It's, sorry, I'm seeing everybody's stuff come up right now. Yeah, so I use my skin's kind of dry, so I use a oil kind of cleanser on it, and then I use an oil moisturizer. If you're interested in the moisturizer, it's La Coez, and it's in a link in my description box if you're interested in getting that. It's a really great product. I used to make my own oils, and then they sent me some and I really loved it, so I kind of advocate them now. Yeah, Leanne, look in my description box. You'll see it. I see your comment right there. Everybody's saying good night. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. I appreciate the chat. And then, gosh, sorry. I hate going. I love going. I like spending the time with you guys. It's 2 hours, but people hate to rewatch them when they're this long. So I do usually try to stick to an hour, and I don't want to overburden the moderators either. So I appreciate everybody hanging in there for the 2 hours, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video and next weekend. All right. Good night, everyone. And thank you, moderators, for everything. I haven't heard how bad it was or if it was good. So we'll debrief after this. All right, guys. Good night.